Good morning, everybody. We are getting down to it. Wow, man, I can't believe I've gone through 90 something hug stories already, but we're getting down to the last week of 100 hug stories for the last 100 days of 2023. Just my mini podcast of positivity. I don't know what I'm going to do in 2024, if I'm going to keep doing this or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people have been asking as we've been getting down to it, but I don't know. I got some thinking to do over the last couple of days of the year, and stay tuned for some big announcements going into 2024. But all that aside, today's story isn't about a hug, but it is something that I find funny and has kept me amused over the years, and that is the cinematic references that I've heard over the years. And I'm sure you could think of some right off the bat. Probably the most obvious one is Forrest Gump. And my God, if I had $1 for every time that I heard that one, I will be honest that this one used to bother me. But over the years, I've come to love it because I really love the movie. I think it's a very, very good movie. And truth be told, Forrest, he wasn't this dumb guy. He really did know some stuff. And I do believe, it's a little known fact, in the first draft of the script, Tom Hanks said, "I am not a smart man, but I do know what a hug is." But I think for whatever reason they changed it, so whatever. But it's a great line. Like I said, and also, if I am Forrest Gump ended up rich at the end of the movie. So maybe there's some hope for me for my broke ass at the end of this, of hugging the world. And the next one that I hear a lot is people have called me Ray Kinsella from the Field of Dreams. And I remember when I was there at the Field of Dreams, I think it was during my 2022 tour or 2020. Would have to look at pictures. One person said, call me Ray Kinsella. They said, "You're just like him." They said, "You're just going out there hugging a world that only you can see." And I just thought that was beautiful. I just thought that was beautiful and true. Just going out there hugging a world that only I can see, a world where people are good to each other, where there's kindness. And that's what I'm doing. And then there was one person from ESPN, an editor from ESPN, who called me a cross between Ray Kinsella and Forrest Gump, but pointed out that the crucial difference was that I was real, which meant that I had an innate responsibility to keep moving forward and sharing some goodness. And this was interesting because it's, like I said, there's no money in this. And so a lot of the expense and a lot of the time, energy, expense, everything, it comes from me, and it comes sometimes at a steep cost. And I was just like, I don't know if I can keep going doing this. And this person was just adamant that I had to keep going because I was real and because people were following me. And, they just said, "Dave, you have to keep going." So, that's something that I like, and it just always sticks in the back of my mind. But on a lighter note, there was one day when I was walking down the street and a homeless person asked me for some money, and I said, "I don't have any." And he just sat up straight, because I always wear sandals, and he said, "Damn, motherfucker, you're wearing Jesus' shoes." "Damn, motherfucker, you're wearing Jesus' shoes. You should at least act like him." And because I'm always ready to reward humor, even if I'm the butt of the joke, I don't care. I thought that was so funny that even though I didn't have any cash on me, I told him, I said, "Look, dude, I'll be right back." And I went in the store and I bought him something to eat and I gave him some food. And he just smiled. And so, but of all the cinematic references that I've heard, my favorite, and I do my favorite, happened during the 2020 tour of good deeds, when I was just doing a 48 state tour of good deeds, and I was filling up my tank at a gas station in Houston, and someone else that was filling up their tank looked at the sign on my car that said Smile with Big Dave, and they asked what I was doing. I said, I'm going around, doing a 48 state tour of good deeds, and I explained my whole story, and just went through the whole thing while I was filling up a tank. It takes a couple minutes to fill up a tank, so I just kept talking. And so as I shared my story, this person kept smiling and nodding their head, and when I was done speaking, the passenger in their car said, "What did he say?" And the person that I just talked to leaned in and it said, "Oh, this motherfucker." This motherfucker is out here like a light-skinned Green Mile or some shit, hugging people. And that person in the car just looked at me and shook their head like, yeah, they got it immediately. Immediately. There was no more explanation. There was no more. They didn't need to know why. They didn't need to know anything. They got it immediately. And I got it immediately. I was like, man, that's funny as hell. And so those are probably the top ones that I hear. I mean, there's some others, but those are the top ones that I hear, the ones that make me smile. And I have to tell you, now when I see Tom Hanks doing anything, I always think of Forrest Gump and the light-skinned Green Mile, and I just start smiling. And so Tom Hanks, if you're out there, I have a great story. You should make a movie about my story. And or at least we should at least take a picture together, since I've been called Forrest Gump so many times, and and that's it. So this is the light-skinned Green Mile saying, have a wonderful day. Come back tomorrow, and hugs and love, everybody. Hugs and love. Peace. Come on, man. Come on, man.
We gotta get it.
We got to get a hug, man.